Yeah. Yeah. I got a message to the black man. Get your ass out the streets, that's an act, man. You was born for the throne, not the trap, man. You a king, not a stat for the task, man. Yeah, I got a message to the black man. They profit off your pain, that's a fact, man. But you stronger than the lies in the backhand. Stand tall, pick a purpose, not a gap, man. Yeah. Raised in the jungle where the sirens sing. But you more than a fight or a diamond ring. More than a jersey, more than a chain. You a builder of nations, let them feel your flame. See, they feed you a script and say action. But this ain't no movie, this a faction. Real lives on the line for the caption. While your soul crying out for some traction. Don't confuse survival with success. Don't confuse fast money with being blessed. Cause those who win from the trap way less. Most dead in the grave or in that cell full of stress. I got a message to the black man. Get your ass out the streets, that's an act, man. You was born for the throne, not the trap, man. You a king, not a stat for the task, man. Yeah. I got a message to the black man. They profit off your pain, that's a fact, man. But you stronger than the lies in the backhand. Stand tall, pick a purpose, not a gap, man. Brother Ben X taught me how to move right. Build assets in the dark, be the new light. From a post to a post, now we posting wins. Used to post on corners, now we posting ends. Put the work in the word, that's the plan C. Self-made, self-taught, you the man be. Nation rise when the man be all he can be. I'ma push till I die, don't mind if you can't stand me. Turn the pain to a platform, the block to a brand, the struggle to a system they can't understand. Come together, stop the beef. One sound like a band. When you bring the gifts together, we can make 100 grand. Pick the book up, put the blunt down. You a king, not a runner, put the gun down. They scared of your mind when it's sharp like a blade. That's why they push the trap, not the books or the trade, yeah. I got a message to the black man. Get your ass out the streets, that's an act, man. You was born for the throne, not the trap, man. You a king, not a stat for the task, man. Yeah. I got a message to the black man. They profit off your pain, that's a fact, man. But you stronger than the lies in the backhand. Stand tall, pick a purpose, not a gap, man. Yeah.
What's going on, family? If y'all can hear me, press the number 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, press the number 1 in the chat. We are live and direct. Assalamu alaikum, which simply means peace be unto you, for those who don't know. And if you ever hear somebody say wa alaikum salam, that is just simply them returning the greetings of peace. I wanted to do this live, man, because over the past couple of days, there's this brother that supports Moorish World TV. He shares all of his stuff. And I was on Facebook just scrolling the other day, and I see my picture shared. It was on somebody else's page, actually, this other lady that I won't mention. She shared it, and it said Ben X on it. So I'm like, okay, what is it? So the guy, I mean, we're gonna read it together. We're gonna read it together, man. I mean, I said, oh Lord, here we go. So now they trying to act like I was attacking the sister, and I was disrespectful to the sister. I didn't say nothing really disrespectful to the sister, but we're gonna see. And then we're gonna answer some questions. Go over some questions that I seen that was brought up in the comment section today. So let me pull up this post right here, man. I said, oh Lord have mercy, look at this here. Go to the post. All right, y'all, all right, we're gonna read this together. All right, let's see here. That ain't what I'm trying to do. Why is this on my screen? Hold on, y'all, let me get this together, because I don't know why that's on my screen. I think my stuff is messed up, y'all. All right, let me try this. Yeah, my thing is tripping. It's not showing the actual page. Let me see if I can do it this way. We're gonna get it by any means. All right, here we go. Let's try it like this. All right, there we go. That worked. All right, so let's read this post together. So I'm scrolling, right? So this is last week. I'm on Facebook. I'm reading, watching. It says, Ben X, I don't respect this form of behavior. How you uplift, respect, and appreciate womanhood, then try to discredit on the other hand. Wow. Then he says, you men, I highly emotional. You will curse. Look at this, y'all. Look at the language. I mean, just straight up lying like a mug. It says you will curse or threat, etc., all because of a disagreement. Now, anybody who knows me, y'all know good and well I ain't cuss nobody out and I ain't threat nobody. But look at what's being written. And this is a Moorish World TV supporter now. He on every live. He Facebooking every, sharing every live. Look at how they misrepresenting. So not only did the past sister misrepresent the minister, which is what I spoke about, the misrepresentation, the negative framing of the minister. Now you got this brother here lying on me now. You men in the Nation of Islam is something else. You need to stop speaking for the sisters in the nation. Let them come out and speak for themselves. Every time I turn around, I see the men demonstrating a presentation off a sister's perspective or experience while they were in the nation. As long as the sisters in the nation, she is right and exact. I don't know where you got that from. Hell, any organization somebody in, that don't mean we right and exact just because we in something. All of us are flawed. So I don't know where you got that from. Ain't nobody pretending like everything is done right and exact. Our prayer says we are striving to be upright. Not that we have arrived. No, we striving to be upright. That's another topic though. But if she chooses to escape from indoctrination and depart from the nation, then she is in total error. Not to mention the treatment of the women, how they belittle, degrade, and demonize them makes me question the manhood, because that's actually sugary. Now, I don't know who he's talking about here, because I don't know what he's talking about right here. Where is the smoke for the men? Why not critique the Hawker concerning the authenticity of the NOI? I'm critiquing you tonight. Yeah, I'm critiquing you, since I guess you think we scared. Man, when I was in my 20s, all the videos I done made to men, from Young Pharaoh, from Seti, Polite, from Tazaria, man, ain't nobody picking on those sisters, man. If I hear something that's misrepresenting the minister and it's wrong like a mug, and I witness it and I got time, I'm gonna say something. Ain't nobody picking and choosing, or let me just pick on the sisters. Like you, so now you trying to frame like somebody scared. Well, now you have became the topic. You a man, and now tonight is on you. Weak men beat on women. I agree. You right. Weak men beat on women physically and mentally. And the more I see this behavior from so-called disciplined men, I will start addressing the feminine aspect of the men in the nation. Very sugary. I see another demonstration and I'm going in for 7 days and I don't care about the crime. What news flash, brother? Man, I wouldn't care if you went 7 to 7 days. I don't even know if you got a channel. If that brother sent me a warning. That brother said, if I see one more demonstration, I'm going live for 7 days straight. that brother done sent out a threat. That brother said, I'm going live 7 days straight. Man, don't nobody care about you going live 7 days straight, brother. You can go live 777 days straight. Man, I wouldn't care, man. So, let's deal with it. Let's see if what he represented here was true. Cause I don't know what live he saw. So let me play my video, man, where I tried to make this plain as possible during my live stream, but we're gonna play it. Listen to what I said. Is this the right one? All right, here we go. Listen to this.
Now, you know, the black queen is the mother.
No, that ain't it. That ain't the one. Here it is.
When they make mockery of your religion, you just pass by nobly and say peace. You know why? Because there are billions of people that genuinely want to know. There are millions of people that are lost. They never heard it. Man, they way more worth our time than to go back and forth with somebody who ain't gonna never believe no matter how you break it down. So why are you making this video, Brother Ben? Because I know it's somebody that's tuning in that's a little confused too, that say, well, I guess that do make sense where they are saying the white man is the devil. So I'm talking to whoever you are that genuinely want to know. You genuinely want to understand what this means and why this is taking place. Divorce. So I never take away anybody's experience, because that's your experience. How you experienced it, your perspective, what you saw, what you heard, what you felt is real. Especially as I do personal development and understand how the mind works. Even if something really didn't happen, if in your mind it happened, I can't tell you it didn't happen, because it did happen the way life occurs for you. I'm not trying to take away from anybody's experience, because that's their experience. But sometimes the way y'all framing them, man, y'all wouldn't want nobody to frame y'all like that. You know, y'all wouldn't want nobody to do, leave out context if they was discussing you. So why do that? If you disagree with a man, that's fine. But when you're presenting to an audience, when you are deciding that you're gonna talk about someone else publicly, don't leave out context. That's not fair. I already know everybody not gonna agree with the minister. I already know everybody not gonna accept the teachings. And I quite frankly don't care. All I'm here to do is deliver a clear message. If you have a righteous life and you living your life and you doing good, good. I'm not even finna be on your page. I'm not finna say you going to hell. But to come on, man. But to talk about somebody and present it a certain way and frame it and you leaving out certain info, come on, man. So y'all clearly heard me say, I'm not here to invalidate anybody. He literally said the opposite of what I said in the video. I'll get to that too. So here we go. So he says that is disrespectful to suppress a woman's spirit. What? Suppress a woman's spirit. How is my video addressing really white devil that they was discussing? I was addressing, giving an answer by silent Scientology, which they was discussing. And I addressed her misrepresentation of the minister to try to frame him in a bad way. He calls this suppress a woman's spirit by constantly telling her what she experienced didn't happen when it did, just to polish up the nation flaws. So see what I'm saying? Just making up stuff for Facebook. Not one time did I speak on her experience. Actually, I said I cannot invalidate anybody's experience. Your experience is your experience. I can't take that away from you. Who am I to take your experience away? I wasn't in the building. I wasn't present when the person said or did, because I know, hell, I don't care where you go, there's going to be some improvement that's needed in leadership. So who am I? So why go online? See, but again, this adds on to this campaign that's going on. Whatever this campaign is to make it look bad, and you see, look at this. So now you want to frame it as if a brother attacking sisters now, disrespecting sisters now, invalidating their experience too. That ain't
That's the opposite of what took place on the live. So my question is, what is the motive? And I'm tired of hearing that the motive is, it's just about the information. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I found video from seven years ago, 10 years ago, that was supposedly about the information. But see, we acting like we don't know, and I'm so confused, and let's bring somebody on that can give us some understanding. No, that's your campaign in the name of, I'm just getting the information out. See, when you talk about all that crying, you weren't crying when they was doing this, mocking us. You weren't crying when they was doing this here.
The black queen is the mother of the universe, Now, when you talk about the first teacher of a child, I'm talking about the first teacher of the child is a woman. And then they say, get on in the back there. Why are you in my camera? Let me get this spotlight by myself.
So it's okay when y'all making jokes and laughing, huh? Oh, that's fine. You laughing in the comment section. Oh, you sharing it on your Facebook. Oh, yeah. Oh, but when I make a video correcting misrepresentation of the minister, now I'm wrong. Now, you suppressing the spirit. But it's okay for the brother to make mockery. Laugh and make jokes about it, huh? Oh, that's cool, huh? Oh, yeah. There ain't no problem with that, huh? You didn't make a post and pull him to the side, huh? No, so don't get all don't get all defensive and start crying now. Okay, look, here go another one right here. I'm just breaking it down. Please, brother, please don't get me mixed up with your fellow brethren. You passive aggressive. What you talking? I don't know. He got to get his sentences together. Please don't get me mixed up with your fellow brethren. You passive aggressive. What you talking about? Whatever. I wasn't bashing woman. Lord have mercy. It's supposed to be women, because of their experience. You and your sugary brothers, who has no appreciation for womanhood, was and still are. Now, I don't know how many of y'all tuned in to my live the other day. It was about 2 hours. I encourage you to go check it out, because some of the questions many of y'all ask about Scientology and the white man is the devil, so why is the minister by Father Flager, and she brought up Kim Kardashian, all this other stuff, right? I shared, I gave some insight from the minister on this. There was no bashing that took place. There was no bashing that took place for me. Let's look at this one right here. Then this is the first one. He said, I used to have respect for you as far as intellectual matters is concerned, but lately you just fallen in line with the others. That is disrespectful to suppress a woman's spirit by constantly telling her what she experienced didn't happen. Although y'all just heard me play a clip where I said I cannot invalidate, and I'm not even talking about her experience, when it did, just to polish up the nation. You comment, so I got your attention. Why don't you comment when I break down the nation doctrine is patriarchal and strips, well, he put stripes, stripes away the African essence and heritage from our people, including you. There's also a color caste system. Most of the light-skinned brothers are in the top tier, namely Nuri, Wesley. It goes on. All the men in the nation has waved, silky, straight hair with the part and claim y'all get it from Farrakhan. Well, I get it. I do. Don't tell me where I got mine from. And mine, I don't think mine too straight. I got a little naps back there. But even if I didn't, so what? And what's the color caste? They just let me Google this, because he got a color caste system. I mean, they just, boy, they got so much stuff, man. Color. Let me Google this. Color caste system. He said, man, we got the color caste system going. Let me see. I Googled it. It ain't even come up on Google nowhere. I don't even know what a color caste. And I'm maybe a little slow with this. I'm not a historian, so maybe this is an old term. Okay, I see caste system in India, but that ain't got nothing to do with no color. I don't know if he meant color coded system or what, but he talking about the nation got a color caste system. Why didn't I comment on that? Man, because I'm not finna comment on that foolishness, man. You know how many dark-skinned brothers done came to the nation and done been teachers, man? If Brother Nuri can teach, man, and Brother Nuri brings about a crowd, that's just what it is, man. Didn't nobody say, hey guys, y'all listen to him. Don't listen to Brother Abdul Malik. Y'all listen to him. Don't listen to Brother Leo Muhammad. Y'all listen to, man, damn. I ain't never seen nobody in the ministry, brother be a minister and he said, oh no, brother, hold on, I think you need to be a rank and file soldier, brother. You a little bit too dark. Is that what you think is actually happening? Then he gonna tell me I'm light enough. So do you think I was pushed out because I'm light? Or because of the work I put in? Ain't got nothing to do with no skin color, man. And to me personally, I wouldn't care if they was dark skin or light skin. Are they black? Is it possible that two dark skinned mothers and fathers can produce a light skinned baby? Is that possible? The answer is yes. So are they original? Ain't nobody caring about the skin color, man. Are they original? And this just me. Now this is Brother Ben X speaking. So if you're gonna clip this up, this is Brother Ben speaking. I wouldn't care what color they is or what so-called race they is. Is it the truth? If whoever talking is giving me something that uplift my life, if they breathing life into me, I wouldn't give a damn if that was green. So you would never hear me do a live necessarily addressing your color caste system, because Brother Ben X personally don't care. Now again, I'm speaking for me. I don't care about no color like that per se. I just want to know if what you saying is helpful for me. And if it is, Allah is the only reality at the end of the day. This is a finite body. Brother, this going into the ground. When I die, this going into the ground. What will live on is this wisdom. What will live on is what was produced by the thinking of this mind. This body got to go. Everybody else's body has to go into the ground. So somebody's physical appearance, again, I'm speaking for me, I wouldn't care about. I personally don't care. So all that color code and light skin, dark skin, do that with another brother. So that takes me to my next point. Tahaka now. So Tahaka gets in the comment section. And look at what he joins the conversation. And he throw a little slug at me. He throw a little slug at me. So he's tagging, what's the name? He says, why not address these mother plans? Why not address the mother plans? People living in Mars and moving stars across the sky. I mean, those are very interesting. A sister's opinion on her experience is low-hanging fruit. So now he misinterpreting my live. Now he misrepresenting my live. My live was not about her experience at all. It was about her misrepresentation of the minister and me responding to the doctrine. Ain't that what y'all say? Just stick to the doctrine. Oh, it's not personal, although you take your personal shots in the name of jokes. I catch it here and there. But the cop out is, it's just about the doctrine, brother. It's just about the doctrine. What about Farrakhan being the Messiah? See, I never take our people too serious on this internet. It's all content for most people. Well, what is it for y'all? What is it for y'all? understand podcasting today. We understand why there must be a series. We understand why there's a whole 2-hour live on your actual channel right now dealing with a certain topic, but then you bring it up again as if you need new answers. We know that we know what the content is for. So don't try to throw that one in like, oh yeah, they just about content. Like, you ain't about content too now. Come on now. Now let me give y'all my answer. And I know some people are not gonna like it. Yeah, I know some people may not like this. But brother, this is Brother Ben X. I don't represent anybody else. Me personally, I don't care about nobody living on Mars. So feel how you want to feel about it. Y'all can think that's an interesting topic. Me identifying how tall a brother is on Mars, how much they weigh, what they look like, ain't finna make my life one atom's weight better. Ain't finna bring no level of understanding and resurrection to the people. Just like when people used to try to argue, is the earth flat or is it round? You never heard me get in that debate. And I heard people, well, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it's oblong. What you think? I don't give a skip. Whether it's round or flat, long as I can walk on it. How does it make my life better to beat you in a debate that the world, no brother, it's round, no brother, it's flat. If you look at the firmament, brother, those type of conversations, and I'm only speaking for me, is what is useless, bro. After I determine who won, how the hell is that gonna make my life better? How can I take that to the people and say, let me give you some understanding, dear brother? Let me give you some understanding. This earth we walking on, right? Long as I can walk on it, man. So that's just me. So when y'all don't hear me, so let me just why you don't touch on. If I don't know about a topic, I'm mad enough to say, shit, I don't know. Why am I gonna do a live and make up something? Why? I never really liked history growing up anyway, personally. So y'all go find you a scholar. I'm not the scholar. I like to look at certain topics, aspects where I can say, you know what? I can apply that to my life. When I look at the white man, this even the Yakub, I'm looking at it, me, okay, well, whatever's being manifested and grafted, well, that's obviously in me. So I'm able to tie in what I'm seeing that I'm dissatisfied in him. I can see it in me. So I can tie it into a lesson. I don't know how I can tie in a lesson if somebody living on Mars or not. Y'all want to do that to determine, did he lie or did he tell the truth? Y'all do that with another brother. Do that with another sister. I'm the wrong brother to do that with, because I'm going to tell you straight up, I wouldn't care who on Mars. Now, the mother plane. Why don't I deal with the mother plane? Because if I come on here and tell y'all, in 2015, at the Million Man March I went to, early that morning, I looked up and I seen it myself, a baby plane. I saw not only, it wasn't no little star, was it a star, brother? I seen the shape of it. And I seen how it moved. It wasn't an airplane. If I come on here and tell you that, what you gonna say? No, brother, that nigga's in the nation. He lying. So what am I, like, why would I spend my time going over that? That's not my expertise. I'm not in that lane. So I'm not finna science you up, bring up the above top secrets, and when I present it, you ain't gonna care anyway. Haven't Dr. Wesley already did this? Hasn't Brother Eliyahu Rashad done this before? Brother Eliyahu Rashad got a 2-part documentary. Go watch his documentary if you genuinely want to know. But what we don't genuinely want to know. We want to have a discussion for content on YouTube to make a brother look dumb and to make a brother look like this. And what you think about? Well, do you think this is? So no, I don't deal with that topic. However, well, why you deal with the white man? Well, because we live in a world where there's going to be interactions with white people. There's going to be things that the black man can learn from what white people put together. So a brother hit me on my Instagram, on YouTube today. He says, you don't have to get into Scientology. The Quran has all the answers. Okay, brother. First, tell me step by step a woman who was abused, molested, whatever by her father that has been dealing with this mentally. Tell me step by step what the Quran says on how to deal with it. He ain't responded since yesterday. You do all that talking back and forth. You trying to hit me to trip me up. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad did. The minute I can't believe Scientology. So when you want to be slick. Okay, everything supposed to be in the Quran. Well, tell me step by step what the Quran says how she should deal with that. I ain't heard from him since yesterday. So stop all that. Stop playing as if there's not anything valuable that we can get outside the Bible, that we can get outside the Quran. Farrakhan being the Messiah. I've dealt with that. I'm pretty sure Brother Taharka is aware that I've dealt with that. He's followed me for years. I've done several videos speaking on that. Even responding to Hebrew Israelites. So no, I don't have to deal with topics y'all want me to deal with. That's not how that works. So let's continue here. What else did I? Yeah, and see, look at this here. Now, here's what surprises me. When his brother goes live and do a 56-part series on the nation, watch this, in the name of, come on now, man, yeah, come on, you ain't fooling nobody. In the name of, oh, I'm responding to Eric. Man, you've been knowing how Eric was for decades, back when everybody was on Sinetta. Don't act like, well, the only reason I'm doing this here is because Eric said something. No, that's a scapegoat to do what you really want to do about the teachings. Just say what it is, man. It's all right. Just say what it is. You ain't got to try to throw it on Eric like it's his fault. No, this is what you want to do. But it's okay when they can do their 55-part series and can say, well, you know, it ain't personal. But then when I make a video said nothing personal about the sister, I said it's wrong for you to misframe and misrepresent the minister. He says, bro, it's not personal, but the same way you address our response, you should be addressing these issues instead of jumping on a bandwagon with sugary brothers in the nation who show hatred towards women. Now, just because they come up and they're speaking about the misinformation of a sister, that don't mean automatically that that's hatred. That doesn't mean automatically that somebody's invalidating their experience. Now, if somebody does that, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because I don't think we should. People have their own experience. It is what it is. But if it's okay for y'all to make y'all videos and y'all can do y'all whatever the case may be and bring certain people up because you know it's going to give this negative light. Like I see the comment, that was another brother that did a little video and he was invited. Hey man, I'm doing this series, come on my channel. So we're fishing now for those who are displeased. We're fishing for those who have something negative to say to expose it now. This is deliberate. And I know what the thought process is. Well, y'all trying to tuck it under the rug? No. I mean, if you thought something was perfect, if you thought a people was perfect, you the fool. But again, motive. Motive is important. Let me see this other one I seen. All right, so this is the other one I saw. Now this is from Anson to Harker now. So he says, He says, living in Mars is the doctrine. That's the point. I never seen a thumbnail saying the minister is a Messiah. Come on now. Come on, y'all don't seen that. I'm not defending the sister in no way. However, it's so many topics I touched on, and you chose the sister story, just seems a little suspect. Well, you know what also seems a little suspect? What also seems a little suspect is when we're making these videos and we can go get the FBI files. We can go to the depths of the depth. We can go to the Detroit press, and I done pulled this document. But y'all can't find the videos of the minister himself explaining some of the stuff y'all asking. You bring people on the podcast that say they was in a nation and ask them about Scientology. They never been audited, nor do they even know. They were like, I don't even know why. I haven't. And then you can't pull up a video and show them the minister answer. That's not a little suspect. So again, like I said in my last live, sure, disagree with the minister. Personally, I don't care. Everybody's not going to agree. You don't agree with everything your mother says. You don't agree with everything your father says. But I think it's also, a little fishy when we don't lead, when we don't share the other side of it. We put something out there knowing our people and how they think, knowing how they're going to interpret something, knowing how they're going to take and run with something, when you can give them at least the answer and then let them decide. But what we do is we'll pull something up, we'll go into the negatives of this here and just leave it to them and leave them saying, how could he do that? Why would he do that? And they're going to run and come up with their own negative because we love drama. Come on, man, that's intentional, man. Hit them hard topics the same way. Like Farad father impregnating a devil to save you with a half devil. Well, if you want to know, the answer is, according to the minister, the purpose is also to give justice to both. He came in sinful flesh to condemn the flesh. So at that time, he was able to get by because he has this white appearance, but he's able to teach our people who they are. Now again, I personally don't care what color he is. I wouldn't care if he's a full-blown Caucasian. Now don't clip this up and say this is the nation point of view. I'm telling you, Brother Ben, I wouldn't care if he was a full-blown Caucasian. Did what he bring me, resurrect me. Did what he bring me, give me knowledge that clean my life up. Did what he bring me, give me knowledge that caused me to stand up, change my ways, turn from my wicked ways, start to pray, start to build a relationship with God, understand the reality of God and not depend on a spook God outside of myself, but also understand that God is within. Like why we are so easy to accept a European phenotype as a God after all we've been through. Help the people understand how to pray to a European image. First of all, you shouldn't be praying to no image. First of all, we shouldn't be praying to an image. We believe that Allah came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. And here's my question. What do y'all think God is then? What is God? Because I heard the sister explain it on your podcast. She said, no, I don't pray to a mystery God. I pray to the living God. There's something within. What's the difference? So scripture says God is spirit, but you must worship spirit in spirit and in truth. Well, what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, a message to the black man, is that the spirit is dependent on the material. The Bible says, don't you know that you are the real? Let me pull it up for you. Let me put it up for you. This is 1 Corinthians 3:16. Look at what it says. 1 Corinthians 3:16. Don't you know that you yourselves are God's temple? Do you not know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells within you? What is meant by we believe that Allah came in a person? Why? Because we was a dead people. And God was coming to raise us. So if the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was raised and he raised millions of people mentally, morally, spiritually, well, who else was able to do that? Was it the man or was it Allah, and he did it by Allah's permission? So why can't we say that Allah came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad if he was in that vessel that taught the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Hell, let's go a step further. In 2026, if a brother takes knowledge to a sister, if a sister takes knowledge to a brother or a sister, and that brother or sister is raised, we don't say all praise is due to Sister Kimberly. We don't say all praise is due to Brother James. All praise is due to Allah. Allah came in the person of that brother to raise him. Allah came in the person of that sister to raise her. Where else is God? So if he came and told us that every time you look at a black man, you looking at God. That's the original man. The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. So what makes you God? The minister says, it is not the flesh that makes you God. So he says, don't call me a hypocrite because I said we don't worship the flesh of Master Fard Muhammad. It is the wisdom that makes you God. But the wisdom has to be contained in something. Wisdom ain't just out there. It's in a being. Now let me share videos of the minister. Man, I hope this thing works, because my Ecamm ain't working the way I want it. Let me see if we can explain this right here. Come on, Ecamm, don't mess with me now. Don't mess with me now, Ecamm. Ecamm is tripping, y'all. It got him on her. Oh, nope, that ain't it either. No, let's see.
For entering.
That's the wrong one there. All right, hold on. Let me I'ma just play the y'all gonna hear it. Y'all gonna hear it on the screen. Let's play it this way. Let's play it this way. Listen. It's tripping tonight, man. All right, here we go. All right, let me know if y'all can hear it. Y'all should be able to hear it just coming from the audio.
Allah doesn't describe himself as just spirit. What are his names? He has 99 of them. And some of the scholars say he has more than the 100. Each one of these attributes are characteristics of who? Of Allah. Do you wear Allah's name? Why? Why don't But he is Al-Karim. Are you Hakim? The wise? He is Al-Hakim. He is the wise. Are you Rahman, the beneficent? He is Al-Rahman, the beneficent. He is the most of all that have beneficent. He is the most beneficent. He is the perfection of the attribute. But you can wear the attribute because you can manifest the attribute, but not to the excellent degree that he can. He's supreme among us all. Now. Why did we say Allah came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad? Things. He's the bountiful, but he's also the destroyer. He's the avenger. All of this is in you. It's in me. But you can only avenge and destroy to the limit of your power. Since he is all powerful, he can avenge all and destroy all. He. Here you and I were in America destroyed by Caucasian power and influence. And for 400 years, no leader had been able to rectify our condition. Master Farad Muhammad came. I never saw him. I never met him. But I am the beneficiary of his beneficence, his mercy, his knowledge, his power, his ability to give life, to raise the dead, the grantor of security. Here I am in the midst of my enemies, and a table is spread before me. None of you can claim to be my teacher. The world did not know what Master Farad Muhammad gave to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You just didn't know it. You didn't know there was life on 7 or 9 of the planets and they are inhabited by life. You didn't know that till Elijah Muhammad said it. You didn't know that the moon was a part of the earth 66 trillion years ago until Elijah Muhammad said it. You didn't know the diameter of the universe until Elijah Muhammad said it. Now everything that he said, the scholars are bearing witness to it. And he only went to the 4th grade of school. Well, who taught him? You didn't teach him. I didn't teach him. The University of Chicago didn't teach him. Harvard didn't teach him. Oxford didn't teach him. So whoever taught him knows better than anyone else who teaches. So if Allah says, I am the best knower, then I got a right to say Allah came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. The power was in the vessel. We don't worship the flesh. We worship the knowledge, the wisdom, the power that is eternal. The flesh is going to die, but the power lives.
Fly in, and he helped us
Damn. My bad, y'all. I've been mute this whole time. But y'all read it with me. Golly, I've been reading that whole time. Ooh. Been reading that whole time. Let's read it together one more time. My bad. Sorry about that. I'm sitting here just reading my butt off. All right, here we go. Let's read it really quick. Let's breeze through this here. So it says, time never was when man was not. If life of man at any time began, a time would come when it would end. The thoughts of Allah cannot be circumscribed. And what I was reading was the definition of circumscribed. And the definition means to limit something. The thoughts of Allah cannot be, let's say, limited. No finite mind can comprehend things infinite. All finite things are subject unto change. All finite things will cease to become, cease to be, because there was a time when they were not. The bodies and the souls of men are finite things, and they will change. Yeah, from the finite point of view. The time will come when they will be no more. But man himself is not the body. But man himself is not the body, nor the soul. He is a spirit and a part of Allah. Creative fate gave to man, to spirit man a soul, that he might function on the plane of soul. Gave him a body of the flesh, that he might function on the plane of things made manifest. Why did creative fate give to spirit man a soul, that he might function on the plane of soul? Why did creative fate give to soul a body of the flesh, that he might function on the plane of things that are made manifest? And then we go down a little here, a little lower here. Let me get this. This is what they believe. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm just sharing, like, this is their point of view. Man is a thought of Allah. All thoughts of Allah are infinite. They are not measured up by time, for things that are concerned with time begin and end. The thoughts of Allah are everlasting, of the past until the never-ending days to come. And so is man, the spirit man. But man, like every other thought of Allah, was but a seed that held within itself the potencies of Allah. Just as the seed of any plant of earth hold deep within itself the attributes of every part of that special plant, so spirit man, as seed of Allah, held deep within himself the attributes of every part of God. Now, seed are perfect, yet as perfect as the source from which they come, but they are not unfolded into life made manifest. The child is as perfect as the mother is. So man is the seed, must be deep planted in a soil that he might grow, unfold as does the bud unfold to show the flower. The human seed that came forth from the heart of Allah was full ordained to be the Lord of plane of soul and of the plane of things made manifest. All right, so that's out their book. That's that first chapter. And let's go back and deal with the minister continuing to answer the question about Allah. So now we're going to go into how did Allah appear in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. The minister answers the question. Here we go. Come on, man. My signal is super slow right now, y'all. Hold on.
God appear in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. Was Allah a spirit before entering? Wouldn't that make Allah a spook? Where is he now? And are we to pray and worship Master Farad Muhammad? All of these are very excellent questions. And they're not only questions on the mind of sincere and committed Muslims, particularly Orthodox Muslims, but they are questions on the mind of any believer in God. So let us get to the answer. First, we must understand the nature of this universe in which we live. Allah is the creator of all that we see. And there is a world that is seen, and there is a world that is unseen. Everything that you see is related to something unseen. You see the earth, but you don't see the power that controls the earth. Is that true? The Quran says that you see the planets floating on in their orbits. They're not upheld by any pillars, but yet they are upheld. And the power that upholds the planet that is seen is a power that is unseen yet real. Okay. Now, the majesty of the unseen is manifested by what you see. If you did not see the planet, see the sun, see the moon, see the stars, you would not look for the power that created it. So it is the seen that leads you to discover the unseen. Am I making sense? Now, when you look at the sun, 93 million miles from the earth, huge ball of fire, 856,000 miles in diameter. The sun is also moving by a power, but the power that moves the sun is unseen. But the sun represents the unseen power that you don't see, but is manifested through what you see. All right. The smallest particle of matter was known to be an atom. In the atom, there are electrons, neutron, proton, still particles of matter, so minuscule that you cannot see it with the naked eye. Now the scientists have broken the atom down into even smaller parts called a quark. This is what they call Q-U-A-R-K. But this is a tiny particle of matter, but yet even the tiniest particle of matter has an unseen force that is moving that matter. Okay, now that we clear that, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that the most mysterious force in the universe is electricity. You do not know the beginning of electricity, and you can't find the end of electricity, but electricity is in everything. But now, here we have lights. But these lights are manifestations of a power that is unseen. You can't touch electricity, but it is conducted through something that you see. The best conductor of electricity is gold and silver, but it's too expensive to put gold and silver in a building to conduct electricity, so they put copper wiring, right? Electricity does not wear out, but copper does. Talk to me. Okay, now, what am I saying? Even when the copper wears out and there's a shortage in the bulb, you don't say electricity has worn out. You just say the copper has worn out. We replace the copper, but you don't replace electricity. Come on, talk to me. All right, we're talking on God now. You cannot separate spirit from matter. Just like you cannot separate energy from form, matter. Well, then how do you separate spirit from that which manifests it? You can't do it. When you separate copper from the electricity, you don't have any more manifestation of the electric power. Even though the power is present, you can't see its presence or feel its presence until it is conducted through something. Master Farad Muhammad was born of a woman in 1877. Stop right there. Well, if this man was born in 1877, he cannot be the originator of the heavens and the earth. When we say our prayers, we say, surely I have turned myself to thee, O Allah, to him who originated the heavens and the earth. You didn't say to it who originated the heavens and the earth. You said what? To him. Him. This Quran is a book based on the highest principles of mathematics. The language of the Quran is math. To thee, O Allah, to him who originated the heavens and the earth. You didn't say to it who originated the heavens and the earth. You said what? To him. Him. This Quran is a book based on the highest principles of mathematics. The language of the Quran is mathematical. If it came from God himself, surely God knows himself better than we know him. So if God uses pronouns, I, Allah, am the best knower. I, Allah, am the seer. Then he uses soft pronoun, we. The Bible uses us. Who is we? We spooks? We spirits? Or we men and women? You have been made so spooked up in your understanding of God. This is why you don't have the power as men to do what a man is supposed to do, because you are not really connected to God. You see God as some space cadet. The Bible says, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. What are you? You a man? Oh, really? Sure you are. You are also a little God. You are the only creature in the universe that has the power to think, to vision, to will, and then bring into existence what you vision. The sun can't do it, the moon can't do it, the stars can't do it, the mountains can't do it, the lakes and the rivers can't do it. Man and woman is the supreme being. There is no existence on this earth greater than man. Everything that God created, he created to serve man and woman. You are the best of God's creation. Therefore, the Quran says, Allah made you in the best of molds. There is nothing greater than this. This is greater than mosques, greater than the Kaaba, greater than St. Peter's Basilica. But it is temporary like the copper. It wears out, but the spirit never wears out. This body is the best that God created, but it's not made to last forever. Yet God is the ever living. He never dies. How then can he be a man? Men die. Well, the Quran says when Allah created Adam, he called him Khalifa. Come on. What does Khalifa mean? I didn't write the book. The language says Khalifa means one who takes the place of another who has died. Khalifa means successor. How does God have a successor? We don't understand. The copper wire that we put up to replace the one that's burned out looks just like the one that was burned out. We ain't too fussy about the wire. We want the power in the electricity.
They can fly in and
All right, so y'all heard directly from the minister. Now, this is from Circle 7. This is chapter 10. I want y'all to take a look at verse 14. Now, we just heard what the minister said about Allah, right? He said, it's not the flesh, we worship the wisdom, the not. You heard that, right? Let's read over. This is the Circle 7. There's Circle 7 Quran. And Jesus said to them, with much delight, I speak to you concerning life, the brotherhood of life. The universal Allah is one, yet he is more than one. All things are one. By the sweet breath of Allah, all life is bound in one. So if you touch a fiber of a living thing, you send a thrill from the center to the outer bounds of life. And when you crush beneath your foot the meaniest worm, you shake the throne of Allah and cause the sword of life to tremble in its sheath. The bird sings out its song for men, and men vibrate in unison to help it sing. The ant constructs her home, the bee is sheltering comb. I can't read that up there. Creeping things are deities made flesh. How dare a man kill anything? It is cruelty that makes the world awry. When men have learned that when they harm a living thing, they harm themselves, they surely will not kill nor cause a thing that Allah has made to suffer pain. A lawyer said, I pray to Jesus. Tell who is this Allah you speak about? Where are his priests, his temples, and his shrines? And Jesus said, the Allah I speak about is everywhere. He cannot be compassed with walls, nor hedged about with bounds of any kind. All people worship Allah, the one, but all people see him not alike. And then 14 says the universal Allah is wisdom, will, and love. So why Master Fard Muhammad? Not because of his skin, not because of his color. It is because of the wisdom that was brought, the knowledge that was brought. And scripture says you can tell a tree by, the fruit that it bears. You can tell the tree by the fruit that it bears. Many have been awakened. Now I know what you're gonna say. The Catholic, they did this. The Christians, they did some good work. This person, they did some good work. Very good. Praise be to Allah. Allah is the honor reality. Allah is the only reality. So no, anything that anybody does, Allah is the only reality. That's the center. Very good. But the wisdom that was brought by Master Fard Muhammad, why does the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say that he is Allah? Why do we say that he is Allah? Is that knowledge is supreme. Period. It ain't got nothing to do with necessarily a skin color, the shade of him. That's not what makes one God. And the minister says this over and over and over and over again. In fact, when you talk about asking about praying to a picture, I don't have the quote pulled up right now. I think I did it on another live. The minister says that's the reason we don't have the image up, because we don't pray to the flesh. But again, the wisdom, we believe that Allah is he who is supreme in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So that wisdom, it seems like they believe more so Allah is everywhere. Okay, fine. However, we believe that there is one supreme amongst the supreme beings. We are the supreme beings over, a doll. We're able to envision something, see something in our head and manifest it with our hands. Dolls ain't necessarily doing that. So do dolls maybe have wisdom? Can you train them? Can they think? Possibly, sure. However, they're not supreme over the human being. They're not supreme over man. They're not supreme over woman. Okay? All right. What was that other part? I think I got one more. Hold on. I think I got one more. I did that one. Oh, okay. Here, I don't think I played this one. All right, now listen to this one.
He put it in the messenger put it in me, and I'm putting it in you. But one day, all of us will pass away, but the knowledge won't pass away. You just like copper, you broke down under the power of the electricity. It'll be here, doctor. God travels in this body. These bodies is the real house of God. When I go to Mecca and I see my brothers and sisters at the Kaaba, all but falling down worshiping stone, I have been taught the meaning of that house. And that house is a sign of the most ancient of all houses. That black stone that is in the corner of that house, they say fell from heaven. And it has been there from remotest antiquity. That's the way the scholars say it. It only means the original man. We've been around so long till they don't know the birth record. So they just say from remotest antiquity, this is the house. that God used to manifest his wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and power in and through. Where is he now? Wherever he want to be. I'm not going to say I know where he is, but I'm glad his power is everywhere. I think I know where he is, but I don't want to say because I could be wrong. But he's wherever he wishes to be. Are we to pray and worship Master Farad Muhammad? You don't worship the flesh of any man, because the flesh is going to die. But in that flesh is a wisdom and a power superior to any human being on the earth. So when we look to Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, we look to him. And when he ain't no longer here, the power is going to be here. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said he would live a minimum of 400 years, but 400 years ain't no time. He'll be gone. But before he goes, the foundation of what he lays will never be erased from the planet. That's a God. He prays. He prays. He don't pray to himself. You don't say, surely I have turned myself to me. Who does he pray to? He prays in remembrance of him who originated that which he came in. He came in this body. You can't ignore him who originated this. Anyway, it's deep. It's a big subject. I want to say to my Muslim brothers, when I was in Mecca, I was there for 3 days. And in the 3 days that I was there, wrangling with the scholars, we talked about this. And when I finished explaining, the heaviest scholars there didn't bother to argue. They had to go away and study it. And what we don't realize is God has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And what you're doing, you are following those that God wants to put you over.
They could fly in, and he helped us tremendously.
You are a great. All right. So, y'all heard the minister. Y'all heard the minister himself. Now, if you disagree with it, that's on you. But to continue to act like you don't get it, to continue to act like you, oh man, I just don't understand it, and da da da, you're playing. Now the next one I want to address, I'm not going to address right now. I'm gonna address it on another live. Is now I've seen the message that's trying to be sent as almost like the women just thrown in the back. Where the women at? You know what I mean? Trying to act like it's just like the women, you know, aren't valued or cared about at all, or, you know, things of that nature. One of the things that was stated is that you only see the men out front. You see the men ministers. Now, can't we use that same logic? I've been watching Conscious Community and all these years. I've never seen a woman, Moorish American woman, teaching. Y'all probably have. I haven't. I've never seen it. Does that mean that they not cared for? No. Does it mean that they not important? No. But I've never seen it. So now this was the next angle right here. This is the next angle.
You know, the black queen is the mother of the universe, you know. Now, when you talk about the first teacher of a child, you know I'm talking about. The first teacher of the child is a woman. And then they say, get on in the back there. Why are you in my camera? Let me get this spotlight by myself. You know, the black queen. The black queen is the mother of the universe, you know. Now, when you talk about the first teacher of a child, you know I'm talking about. The first teacher of the child is a woman. And then they say, get on in the back there. Why are you in my camera? Let me get this spotlight by myself.
Damn, can't hear me again. My bad. Lane. What I was saying though, man, is again the framing of what he's doing and what he's saying about the women and about how they're trying to frame it as. There was a podcast he did with another ex-member of the Nation of Islam. It was a sister talking about how the women in the back and why the women ain't ministers. And what I was basically saying is we got Sister Ava Muhammad, national spokesperson. You have Mother Tanetta that got all these lectures. I done seen several sisters open up and give speeches at Mas Mariam. I done seen several of them lead workshops at Savior's Day. I done seen several sisters that have organizations that they lead locally, that they over, just like the brothers lead something locally. So now my question is like, what is the motive of trying to, paint it that way? Well, on the podcast, we knowing if a sister looking at this, you trying to paint it as if they don't matter, as if they gonna get thrown in the back, when that's not true. They got a class just like the brothers got a class. They get attention and talk just like the brothers get attention and talk. Now in other cultures, you may see where women pray in the back and all that. I haven't seen that in the Nation of Islam. Shoot, when we pray, the sisters may be on a side because we separate. So that you come on, how the brother is. You see that? Come on now, you need them pheromone. Come on. So that's the reason for the separation. Ain't got nothing to do with them being, less than or unworthy. So they're on the opposite side, but they ain't like, well, y'all get to the back and pray. Nah, they praying, shoot, just like the brothers praying. So what? So my thing is like, why paint that type of picture, man? Why paint that type of picture? That's what I don't get. Do brothers and sisters got to improve? Are we perfect? No. Hey, you gonna have some brothers that probably cuss their woman out. Hell, that'd be real, like a Christian would. But that don't mean that that's what's taught. You see. So my thing is like, why the framing? Why, who did something to y'all? What did the minister do? What did somebody? And then we say, well, they ain't got a problem with the brothers, or it ain't personal. But then you do stuff like this, to where it seemed like it is personal. Now I get the jokes and all that. We got to entertain on the podcast, but I also can pick up and see on what's the motive behind saying that right there? What's the motive behind asking that question? You know. So the Quran talks about seek refuge from those who cast an evil suggestion. What does that mean? A suggestion. You know, it's not flat out saying it, but you kind of leading somebody to a negative, just like the sister was doing, trying to frame the minister he met with Kim Kardashian, leaving out context, but it's a suggestion. You framing your picture in a certain way to get people to see it in a certain light. Now, for those listening and tuning in and you don't know what's going on, I want you to hear directly from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I want you to hear our position. I want you to hear our official position. Hold on, I want you to hear it. This is where we at with it. Listen to the minister's spirit.
Honorable Elijah.
Listen up.
Marcus Garvey respected and honored Marcus Garvey and bid his followers to respect and honor Noble Drew Ali and Marcus Garvey as the forerunners to what we are doing right now. And I don't think there's anything more honorable than that a man will say that Marcus Garvey and Noble Drew Ali blazed a trail and were forerunners.
Islam to all the Moors. And let us take a moment to say that we did reach a watershed moment at Savior's Day, 2014. Did you see that speech?
No, I didn't.
It's a speech worth watching because the Moors have been kicking up a lot of dust.
Now let's look at Noble Drew Ali.
Y'all can.
Here's a man that died a young man. Noble Drew Ali.
My bad. I wish I can share these videos, but my software is messing up. I'm letting y'all hear this really quick because anybody who's like, why the beefing and why the back and forth? I want y'all to ain't no beef on my end. I'm just making some corrections here and there about the misrepresentation. They can think what they want to think about the doctrine, but the spirit. You see, when you see it go past doctrine and now I want to get a little personal. Now you got the negative framing. I want you to know the minister's spirit. And we should be taking on the minister's spirit. You know what I mean? As far as like showing honor, showing respect. I wouldn't. And here's the thing. All that old beefing about who came first. I don't care who came first. It's a lie. It's a life being transformed and changed. Others, they may want to beef about who came and who came first and who jacked this and who got this from this. Hell, if ain't nobody using it, so what? Ooh, my mama's soap cleaner than yours. No, my mama's soap smell better than yours. No, my mama got the liquid soap. No, my mama got the solid soap. Mine better than. And ain't nobody washing up under their arms. Ain't now one of them took a shower, but they arguing about which one got the best soap. So what? I don't care if it was Marcus Garvey. I don't care if it was Harriet Tubman. Whatever. Use the knowledge. We waste time arguing about who come first. But I want y'all to hear just the minister's spirit when it comes to. So ain't no disrespect coming from the minister. That has warranted any misframing of him. Okay, any misrepresentation of him. Check it out.
I salute my brother. He's the first man to bring Islam to us in the way he tried to bring it. And I thank him, thank Allah for him.
So now with the internet and Facebook and social network, here come back the Moors and their teachings and all of that. So this Sunday, a couple Sundays ago, Minister Farrakhan, he did something that have never been done by a Nation of Islam leader. He put Noble Drew Ali's picture up on a big mural of all the great black leaders, and he gave him credit as being the man that is teaching Islam in America before anybody else. That's Minister Farrakhan said this. He said it, and it say in words, to paraphrase him, that this man was teaching Islam here ahead of everybody else. That means ahead of Master Farad Muhammad and Elijah Muhammad, of which in the Nation of Islam you are taught under the strict religious blinder or binder that no Islam was here before Farad and Elijah. No knowledge was here before Farad and Elijah. No disrespect, because I love me some Master Farad Muhammad, but there was some knowledge and some organizing here before Master Farad Muhammad and Elijah. And the Honorable Minister Farrakhan acknowledged that and affirmed that and praised Nation of Islam leader Minister Farrakhan, praised Noble Drew Ali, and praised the Moorish movement.
There was people.
Now, unfortunately, I hate to bring this news to y'all. Unfortunately, the video that y'all was just listening to that talked about the Moors kicking up dust online and how the minister went out and said what he said, it brings me deep sadness to share that that video was over 10 years ago. And here we are in 2026. And it's happening again. Now, again, I know the framing is, well, I didn't do it. It was Eric. Well, you know, Eric is not under the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So it is my belief that he is used as a reason to kick up dust and start throwing shade towards the minister in the name of, I'm responding to Eric, which we know Eric is not aligned with the minister. So if this video took place is over 10 years ago of this brother on the couch talking about what was going on online, why is it happening again 10 years later? What is the motive? What is that about? The same topics that's being discussed now as if we're trying to figure out what's going on is the same videos that exist 7 years ago. You still trying to figure out what's going on? Or is this content? Or is it just content? So my next thing I'm going to deal with, I kind of want to deal with it now. Since y'all already here, let's deal with it. We might go into it now, but my thing now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this live, and I'm going to go live again. I got to restart my computer because I don't like how I'm limited on my technology right now. It's getting on my nerves. So I'm going to end this live. I'm going to end this live right here. I'm going to create a new live, and it's going to be addressing this. Well, no, I ain't got time because I'm going to be, no. I'm going to just do this another day. I got to put my pieces together. Yeah, I got to put my pieces together. I got to put my pieces together. I'm going to give y'all a little foreshadow, though. I'm going to give you a little foreshadow of what I'm talking about. Dang, I wish I would have. Give you a little foreshadow of what also has been said. I was looking at this like, oh, come on, brother. Come on, man. No, man, look at this. Look at the questions. Let me see. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it, but y'all can hear it. Well, y'all kind of see it. Yeah, I mean, I showed y'all the look.
Foundation for abusive relationships that seem to
Look.
that seem
Look at this. Look at the framing, y'all.
is important. But when you have, I'm getting to my point, but when you have the patriarch, that seems to be the foundation for abusive relationships. That seem to be the foundation for disrespectful relationship, because you get that ego and say, I'm in charge. From your experience, does that is that something that happens? Because to be honest, a few people in the chat say it's like a cult. People hit me up on Facebook saying it's like a cult. And one thing we know, one of the hallmarks
I'm finna get off. I'm finna get off, man. Cause man, damn, I keep being muted. Well, I mute myself, but that's a sign I gotta get off, cause I can't even repeat all I just said. I'm going. Brother over here going in, man, and y'all can't even hear me, man. I'm not even finna repeat all that again, man. My bad. I wasn't looking down, man. Golly, woo! Y'all can see it in my veins, though. Well, all right, man. Golly, let me try to summarize what I was saying. God, dog, woo! Damn, I can't even remember what I was saying, y'all. I mean, I was into it, man. But what I was saying was the framing there's a constant pattern of I'm seeing a negative frame. And when the minister comes out and talks about the brother's role, when he comes out and talk about how if you're gonna beat a woman, you shouldn't even be with a woman, be with her. You know, all these type of things. This isn't brought up and this isn't shared. But when you listen to the framing of you know, his questions, what I was saying is the guests most of the time, they're not gonna correct him. They're gonna lean into the negative, the negative where he trying to really take it. He trying to bring out all the negative story when you listening to how the questions is framed. You know, I can see if he said, how are, you know, what is the dynamic? You know, but it's you lean with the negative story and then say, have you seen that anywhere? So a negative story can be brought out. And what I was saying was, yes, a brother. Hell, I'm not saying brothers don't act certain way. I'm not saying sisters don't act certain way. Hell, let's just keep it real. On both sides, there's a need for improvement. But the point is the teaching. It's not teaching nobody to, you right all the time, brother, because you the head. No, what I'm saying is it says the man is head of the woman, but Christ head of the man. She submits, but then he submits. He can't just treat somebody any type of way just because he a brother. He can't just push her to the back just because he the man. So I was just pointing out the framing, man. I was just pointing out, man, there's a constant pattern of just this negative framing that I'm seeing. So look, listen to it.
Marks of a cult is control.
Yes.
And control is precipitated by abuse. So
Yes.
is that something that, man, I'm trying to choose my words right, because I don't want to be like I'm fishing to throw NOI on.
Yeah, you fishing, brother. We know, we see the content creation. You fishing. Ha! Have you ever seen, dear sister, anybody talk to in an angry way? Have you ever seen that, dear sister? Yeah! Shit, we black. Yes, I seen it. Brother came home, sister came, and hell, she struggling financially. So yeah, she said, I said, assalamu alaikum. The sister said, alaikum salam. Yeah, we done seen black people be black people. So yeah, we know you're fishing. Have you ever seen, dear sister, a bean pie that wasn't cooked all the way right? Tell me a little bit more about that. Oh my God. Come on, man. He leading questions, man. Come on.
Under the bus about anything. I'm just trying to get a clear conception of the experience of the woman in NOI. So I'm going to just ask, is that something that you can say typically happens periodically?
Come on, man. Got your fisherman stuff on there. This is what now I'm gonna end with this because I'm gonna deal with this topic a little later. We're gonna deal with this topic another time. Now this is what saddened me. I'm gonna be real. It kind of saddened me, and honestly, I don't know how to. I don't really know how to take this. Cause listen, man. Anyway, let me share something that I seen. So I was watching the live the other day, and I heard how he answered a question. Which made me go, well, And I don't know how many, I personally have not seen all of the series. I tune in if I see it show up on my timeline. That's how I saw the other one. It's not that I'm tuned into every episode and I just picked out a sister like the Hannibal guy was trying to frame it as. So I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen there's questions that was asked where you peeling back the layers. I mean, you asking these ex-members about information that maybe only may take place in FOI class, or maybe only may take place in MGT class, or you only would experience if you was in the nation. So I'm like, okay, I'm peeping it. Now, if the thought process is journalism, it's like, okay, you got a podcast. Okay, I mean, even if you don't agree with what they saying, I mean, it is what it is. But his answer to this question that was asked to him, I was like, well, damn. So listen to this. Listen how he answered this question that was asked to him about the Moorish Science Temple. I said, wow, man, what's going on? Look at this.
You, brother, see, you talking. I'm never at war with my brother. I'm saying
America not at war with y'all. They not worried about the Moorish Science Temple.
No,
bro.
they worried about us as a people, brother. So let me. They worried about us as a people, and any way that we find to get out of this condition, they are monitoring. So there's no way that I will give you the full structure of the Moorish Science Temple of America on these airwaves. No way I will give you numbers of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and I would suggest that you don't do the same. They're just not up. They're not against me because I proclaim more. They against me because we are the people that are destined to rule once again. Whether you call yourself Moor, whether you call yourself African-centered, whether you call yourself Commission, it doesn't matter. We are the threat. So there's no way humanly possible that I would acknowledge that question. I would advise you not to answer a question like that either on these airways. They're not specifically targeting Moors. They're targeting us as a people, regardless of what you call yourself. All right?
All right.
When I seen how that was answered, I said, well, that's I mean, I get it. So why ask those type of questions on the airways about the nation? Now, I don't know any other man that lives right now, black man, that has been on the ADL list like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I don't know anybody that has been targeted. Clips has been misconstrued. When he say anything, he's on the ADL news, he's on Fox News. He's made to look a certain way, and they always have been targeting him. The Nation of Islam has been labeled a hate group. However, we all know somebody that has been resurrected by the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, as guided by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Whether you agree with the mother planes, the wheel, Yakub, the baby plane, whether you agree with all that or not, you know that there are people, black people, that are being resurrected, that have been changed. They have changed their life joining such an organization. The names that you mention at the end, whether you this, whether you that, I'm sure you don't agree with all of their doctrine. I'm sure you don't agree with everything that they doing. But you said you wouldn't advise him to speak about those things on the airways, because the enemy is not against the Moors. The enemy is not against me. The enemy wants to stop the rise of us as a people. I agree with you. But then it makes me wonder, well, why are you pulling that out to expose those things about the Nation of Islam on the airways? Going into the minister's domestic life. Going into behind the scenes things. See, I'm sure that I don't care how long you've been married, there are things that take place in your home. You ain't perfect. None of us are perfect. We can come out with the woman and Oh, we take a nice couple picture and oh, we hugged up in this my boo thing. Oh, but we all go through arguments. We all go through some level of disagreement. It ain't always smooth sailing. So if you wouldn't expose those things online in your own family, if you wouldn't expose those things online about your relationship with your mother or your father and what the negative things that we all, let me be clear, that we all got in our life. I don't care who you is, what religion you in. We all got something. If you wouldn't expose that, what makes you so comfortable in going into it for another person? What's the reasoning? So I'm just saying that was a little that was a little off to me, that the way that was answered, man, I wouldn't expose the structure, but then the structure is being asked about the MGT. What happens here? What are y'all being taught here? Okay, the FOI. So what is this? Damn. So I mean, you asking the ex members about the structure. You asking ex members about private life and what's going on and come on now. So let's hear this again. Let's hear that again.
Shoot, brother. See, you talking? I'm never at war with my brother. I'm
saying America not at war with y'all. They not worried about the Moorish Science Temple.
No, bro. They worried about us as a people, brother. So let me. They worried about us as a people, and any way that we find to get out of this condition, they are monitoring. So there's no way that I will give you the full structure of the Moorish Science Temple of America on these airwaves. No way I will give you numbers of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and I would suggest that you don't do the same. They're just not up. They're not against me because I proclaim more. They against me because we are the people that are destined to rule once again. Whether you call yourself Moor, whether you call yourself African.
Muted again. What I was basically saying was, if it's about Eric, and the whole framing is, well, I told y'all, y'all should have told Eric to shut up. It's on. Why not keep it on Eric? How did it move from Eric to, well, let me ask about the minister. Well, let me ask about this. So I'm not, I just don't. It's just something, man. And so I don't get, well, I do get it. The minister is going to bring about more views. It's more controversial. Talking about these stories and bringing out, oh, somebody escaped the Nation of Islam, as if somebody is holding anybody captive. Like that's shocking. That's what's going to bring about the views. My question is, because I know y'all going to eventually watch it. My question is why? If truly this came from, well, Eric said this about me, how we get over here to where y'all misrepresenting and framing the minister that Eric is not even under in a negative way? For what? What did he do to y'all? What did he do to y'all? If we say it's about the doctrine, cool, keep about the doctrine, man. I ain't tripping. Y'all can talk about you can talk about my Yaku series. You can make 20,000 videos about the wheel. You can make 20,000 videos about the belief. So what, man? That ain't gonna never stop. But what I'm just what I'm addressing is just, I'm just noticing a certain level of it's almost like let me expose the negative parts. Let me, let me see, okay, where's the dissatisfaction at? Hey, you want to come talk about your dissatisfaction? And then the cop out is, well, we all thought that everything was, so I'm just giving them another side. Man, if anybody thought, man, cause somebody got a damn suit on and a garment on, that they're perfect, they don't live in reality. So you can miss me with that. I'm just trying to, we all thought of everything. No, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't. We grown men, man. At 20 years, 10 years, 20 years old, I knew just because it's somebody in something, that don't mean they perfect, man. So no, I don't believe that's really the case. Oh, I'm just showing people that man, that ain't what we thought it was. So y'all really thought we walk around on clouds and, oh man, they don't never cuss and they be perfect human beings. If that was the case, why didn't y'all join? If that was the case, why didn't you join the Nation of Islam? See? If y'all thought somebody can raise their hand and overnight they some perfect human beings, when we've been niggas all our life growing up, we done seen our uncles cuss, we done seen mama and them cuss, we done grew up in the hood, we done seen weed, we done seen crack. You really think that what was taking place, we joined the nation and voila, perfect relationship, voila, perfect businesses, voila, perfect care. No, y'all, you can't make me believe you believe that. Because if you did, you would have joined. If y'all did, you would have joined and became a perfect human being. This is scapegoat. This is cop out, so that we can, for whatever vendetta y'all got to try to paint a bad light in the name of we just talking about the doctrine. No, y'all not, man. No, y'all not, man. So it is I would suggest, man, to the believers, man, just keep being you. Keep the minister's spirit. The minister says, your good deeds will outweigh their evil talk. That's what he said. He said we must take plenty. We must take plenty. We must take plenty. And people gonna come. The people that you sacrifice for, the people that you work hard for, the people that you give your time for. It's a part of the process. Everybody not gonna believe. Everybody not gonna agree. So don't let anything that we see as an attack turn us into what we attacking. Like Hannibal was trying to paint the picture as if I was attacking. I wasn't attacking. I'm just defending the mischaracterization. Why? Because this is a man that helped save my life. That's why. So when I'm trying to share a teaching with someone that has helped me, but then they run into a video that's mischaracterizing them, you getting in the way of my mission. So that's why I'm doing it. I wouldn't care about you talking about the mother plans. But when I'm trying to offer a brother, the minister, who has so many solutions for our people, whether if it's relationships, whether if it's whatever, and then he sees something or she sees something where you on here basically, let's just say what it is, lying, leaving out context to paint them in a negative image like Fox News does, like ADL does, then you getting in the way of me being able to help somebody. Now I can see if we just sitting up making videos about Noble Drew Ali, now it may be some brothers that do that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Just to go look. Everybody got something that you can find. So if there's somebody that does that, I haven't seen it yet. But if it's a brother that's, oh man, he made this about. If it was just somebody just doing a whole series, then I get it. Okay, you feel like you got to get some revenge. You feel like you got to get some get back. But man, wasn't nobody bothering y'all, man. Wasn't nobody bothering y'all, man. Wasn't nobody bothering y'all. If anybody's bothering now is because of the response of the video series. And you know that. You knew what it was going to produce. You knew what was going to happen. You knew you could have kept it Eric. So come on, man. Let's grow up. Let's all grow up, man. Let's come on. Let's grow up. I know content is important. You know, I know it, you know, they got a nice little check and all that, and I know how that go. But come on, man. And me personally, this is just me talking. I like the questioning of the doctrine. I like it. That's how I learn. Because if there's anything I can't answer, it says that's honestly how I've learned a lot about the teachings online. Because people used to ask me questions I didn't know the answer to. I would say, I don't know, but let me go find it. And then once I get the answer, I got it now. So I personally don't mind the doctrine. Okay, cool. I ain't tripping. It's out there. It is what it is. Is this what we believe? Hell, if this is what's on the people's mind, you can't run from it. So I ain't tripping on it. And personally, I don't mind saying I don't know. But Ben, what you think about this? I don't know. I can't explain it, brother. So I don't feel no pressure. I am okay with saying I don't know. I ain't gotta lie and act like I know everything, but I don't know, brother. I can't prove that one. I don't know. That don't mean everything else over here is wrong. That don't mean it ain't helping. That don't mean it ain't resurrecting me. This piece right here, I don't know. So I feel no pressure. If there's something I don't know, I ain't speaking on it. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me, man. So I ain't got no pressure of acting like I gotta be the man to respond to everything. Man, I don't know about that one. Now let me keep studying on that. Let me keep looking into it. I don't know everything. I'm never gonna know everything. Man, there's so much knowledge in this world. And shoot, really, if we just keep it real, yes, we got history, we got books, but hell, at the end of the day, I wouldn't know. So I still don't necessarily know. I wouldn't know. So I like to focus, personally, I like to focus on knowledge that I can apply that got something to do right here in modern time. I'm not a scholar. And don't try to hit me with that little I am not a scholar. I am not a scholar. No, I'm just saying personally, man, if it ain't something from the history that can somehow tie back into me today, it's just not a topic I'm interested in. Show me how whatever you talking about can improve my life, bring context, bring understanding to me in 2026, then I'm interested in those topics. But arguing about the Big Bang Theory, how the world came into existence, is the earth flat or is it round? Them topics weak. I don't care about them topics. Y'all brothers finna get out of that debate and go back to the same life that y'all left in. I mean, it's a useless debate to me. It's valuable for knowledge's sake, though. You know, for those who just love information, love facts. Like, I get it. I'm not saying that y'all shouldn't like it. I'm just saying I personally don't care about those. So hopefully, man. Yeah, I'm gonna address a few things about this, because now it's trying to be put out as if, you know, there's some structure to where the brothers push the women to the back and all that. Come on now. At least say a brother does it. See, that's more real to say, hey, I've experienced, you know, this brother, he didn't honor me as much as I thought. Say that. You know, that's your experience. But to act like to frame it as if the nation, you know, like that's just how everyone is and that's how they are and this is what, you know, that's not it. That's not it. He said a nation can rise no higher than its woman. You know, the minister got whole lectures talking about the value of the woman. Can the man grow in actually valuing the woman? Yeah. Can the woman grow in valuing the man? Yeah. These are, you know, we still two flawed human beings that got to grow into what the teachings is actually representing. But like y'all say, ain't it about the doctrine? So y'all talking about people now? Has it gotten personal, or are we talking about the doctrine? Because the doctrine don't teach all that the way y'all trying to frame this stuff. So y'all, so I want to know, man, what's what's really going on? What's really going on? What done happened? What did somebody say? What are y'all, what you trying to prove? Because the jig is up. This ain't just no random series because I'm just trying to educate the people. There's a motive behind this. Yeah, there's a motive behind this. Yeah, there's a motive. So what y'all think, fam? What y'all think it is? What y'all think it is? Why y'all think this is taking place? Brother Winford, Assalamu alaikum, he said the Moors in prison studied thoroughly and understood that the core of us in today's time is righteousness. That's the key, period. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is lead wire us all. I started with the Moor Science Temple of America in 1977, and it didn't change the N in me. I still carried that thing and sold drugs to black people. Right and exact, that's how we do. Man, I apologize for this. I gotta hook my roadcaster back up, man. So like the reason it be echoing is because when I'm sharing a video, I be wanting y'all to hear directly from the audio, and then if I'm unmuted, it's an echo. So sometimes when I stop the thing, I just get into my mode and I be mute, man. I went on for like 2 minutes, it seemed like a while ago. Went on for 2 minutes on mute. I'm talking about just y'all couldn't hear nothing. Golly. Woo. Y'all brothers couldn't hear nothing. Yeah, but my next one, I got a couple things that I just researched. That I seen that I'm gonna present. I might do it. I might go live tomorrow. Today is Thursday. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for listening, man. I'm out this thing. Let's close out to some music. We're going to close out to some music. Let's see what song we're going to end with tonight. I haven't released some of these songs just yet. Let me see which one we're going to listen to tonight. Let's see. What y'all in the mood for? We already did that one. Oh, I got one. And it's perfect for this video. Boom.
Woke up this morning with rumors in the air. They're talking behind my back, but I don't care. Worked too hard, built this all on my own. Now they spreading lies, trying to tear down my throne. These niggas lying on me, trying to dim my shine. But I keep on moving, leave the gossip behind. Truth gonna surface in its own time. These niggas lying on me, but I'm still gon' climb. They don't know the struggle, the nights I stayed awake, fighting through the pain, all the risks I had to take. But instead of respect, they throw dirt on my name, trying to rewrite my story, but it won't stick the same. These niggas lying on me, trying to dim my shine. But I keep on moving, leave the gossip behind. Truth gonna surface in its own time. These niggas lying on them talk, let them scheme. I'm still living out my great dream. These niggas lied on me, trying to dim my shine. But I keep on moving, leave the gossip behind. Truth gonna surface in its own time. These niggas lied on me, but I'm still gon' climb. Every scar I carry tells the truth I've seen. Blood, sweat, and tears built the man I've been. So while they point fingers, I'll stand tall and free. No lie can break the truth that's living in me. These niggas lied on me, trying to dim my shine. But I keep on moving, leave the gossip behind. Truth gonna surface in its own time. These niggas lied on me, but I'm still gon' climb. So let the world hear the real, not the fake. My soul too strong for the lies they make. I'll keep on rising, you'll see in due time. These niggas lied on me, but I'm still gon' climb.
So that's my song I made. Well, yeah, somebody said, "Thank you, young brother. We met years ago in Maryland at the Reparations Conference with Dr. Ava Muhammad. The teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad are absolutely supreme. All praises due to Allah." But thank y'all for listening to this broadcast. Share it with your friends and your family. As they say, comment, like, and subscribe. Inshallah, I may be back on tomorrow addressing another misrepresentation. And mine truly are not personal. Mine truly are not personal at all. I don't know them personally. But I am noticing that there's a campaign to make the nation look bad, and not from and my response of make the nation look bad is not to say that, oh, because they're talking about the doctrine, because I already know what the rebuttal is going to be. Well, the doctrine itself make it look bad if you can't nope, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the additional adding on to, the way y'all framing, the way that y'all trying to position the minister, the way that y'all trying to position the brothers, the way y'all trying to, ask certain questions is being asked in a certain way in the name of, oh, well, that's just the experience. Well, hell, we can go pull from any organization. We can go pull from any family. Come here, nephew, and interview anybody and say, hey, tell me about some of your, hell, everything could look bad. Hell, if we just put in negative experiences, it ain't, I don't know, now family, now organization, now church, now mosque, that ain't got no negative experience. And I think we as adults, if we got a working brain, we know everything ain't perfect. We already know that. The minister says, shoot, the truth about a man is enough. You ain't got to lie on nobody. The truth about him is shoot, that's good enough. So ain't nobody confused into thinking, something is an angel. So the motive of the negative campaign is what? Is what? What's the purpose? There was a brother on YouTube that was talking about his experience. I seen in the comment section, hey, come join my series. Oh, dang, you were recruiting people that got something negative to say. Looking for the dissatisfied to expose. So, but hey, who am I to judge? That's y'all content. So just to be clear, I ain't crying. I ain't crying. I'm just pointing it out. So don't try to act like I'm crying. Do your thing. If that's your route, if that's the part of history you want to be on, if that's what you want to be known for, do your thing. I ain't crying about it. I'm not here to say, you can't do that, dear brother. I'm finna come to your house and we finna put a stop to this. Man, about to do all that. That's a waste of time. Anyway, you know what I mean? I'm finna be mad. I'm losing sleep because of brother. I'm just saying, wow, it's hey y'all, look at Hannibal. So this guy Hannibal just posted something on his Facebook, right? Hannibal, you must be tuned in, Hannibal. Look at what he said, y'all. Look at Hannibal. He say, Brother Ben X, I tried to leave this alone. I actually took this post down. Now it goes back up. I'm getting ready to drop a gem, and all I need is simple questions, and I need simple answers. Oh, yes. We must dive into the God, tribe of Shabazz. 7 days. Hey, y'all. He finna drop his 7-day series. Oh, brother Hannibal, he finna drop his 7-day series. He said, I've warned you, brother. So he put the video, he put the look, y'all remember that movie where the dude was like, you know you done effed up, right? Oh yeah, you know you done effed up, right? Oh, Hannibal must be tuned in. What's up, Hannibal? Why you ain't? I know you tuned in watching. What's up? Why don't be sitting over there in the bushes, sitting there over there tuned in. Oh, brother Hannibal, he tuned in. You can't tell me nothing wrong I said, brother Hannibal. So you can make that 7-day series all you want to. You know what I'm saying is on point. You know what y'all doing. You know what y'all doing. You can try to fake disagree, but you know I ain't said nothing wrong. You know I ain't. You see the same thing I see. You hear the same thing I hear. So you just gotta represent. I get it. You gotta represent your brand, but you know deep down, man. You know what I think? Yeah, you know deep down. You see what I'm saying. So go on do your 7-part series. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not even gonna watch it, dear brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's short, I'll watch it. If you create something like this 2 or 3 minutes, I'll watch it. But I'm gonna just be honest with you, brother. I probably ain't gonna watch that series, brother. Man, I ain't got that type of time to just be sitting down watching that series. I really don't know who you are, brother. I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea who you are. I just saw that you mentioned me on your Facebook. That's the only reason I even got to your page, because I saw that you mentioned me. So I don't want you to waste your time doing those 7-part series, and I don't want you to waste your time asking me no questions, because I ain't finna answer no question about no tribe of Shabazz, brother. I wasn't back there with tribe of Shabazz. I just told you I ain't no historian. So you asking the wrong brother about the tribe of Shabazz. What are we gonna argue about the tribe of Shabazz for? Because I'm gonna just tell you what, then what you gonna say? Well, no, dear brother, it ain't true. And then when you say that, I'm gonna say, so? Like, what is it? I don't care. I don't care if they had kinky hair. I don't care if we had straight hair. I don't care if we had curly hair. So I'm just preparing you right now. All them questions you think about, brother Ben, I don't give, man, I wouldn't care. I don't care what type of hair we got. I personally don't care. So you got your wrong brother, man. You trying to pick a fight with the wrong brother. I'm gonna just sit there and look at you, man. I'm not finna go back and forth over that. Now, if you want to go back and forth over something that's about building, economics, the condition of our people mentally, them having faith in themselves, them believing in themselves, an aspect of the teaching that got something to do with like what can move the people today. But me talking about the tribe of Shabazz ain't finna help now, brother in the hood. It ain't finna bring no level of understanding to anybody in Oak Cliff, Fort Worth. They gonna be like, the tribe of who? Man, they don't. So that ain't me, bro. Everybody different. There's brothers that love that type of stuff. They gonna go into the depths of it. They got the history. I mean, they done went into the archives. They done went into the hieroglyphics and battle them. You picking the wrong one, brother. I'm not finna respond. I'm not finna respond with you mad because the minister said something about the Hera and the tribe of Shabazz is kinky and the African man and we not really Africans and they wanted to call our people Africans so that we can make them different, and the minister said that we not really Africans, and he said that name came from Africano, and I got a problem with that, brother. I'ma look at you, dear brother, and say, so? Man, bro. So don't waste your time, Brother Hannibal. I know you tuned in. Don't waste your time, Brother Hannibal. It's other brother. I think you need to pick that fight with another brother, man. Other brothers be interested. They'll go back. They'll deal with you. They got the history. Me, I ain't got that, dear brother. I ain't got it. I ain't got that for you. I'm not finna argue about no hair, kinky hair, curly hair, straight hair. Shoot, now what I need to get my hair cut though. That's what I do need to get. I need to get my hair cut, my shave up. That's the only hair I'm finna be talking about this week. I'm not finna be. You ain't finna convince me to get in no debate about no hair now. I better get this hair cut. All right, y'all. Peace, and have a blacktastic night.